Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a landmark night at the Maidans. The floodlights are beaming down on the East Bengal ground, and for the very first time in this historic venue's existence, they are illuminating a women's football match under the lights. And that's a big news coming from the Maidans of Kolkata. It's match number 36, where the Marshall girls, the table toppers, will be giving the test against the Malabarians of Gokulam Kerala, and it will be interesting to see if it will be a triple hat trick of wins for East Bengal FC. On the other hand, it's the Gokulam Kerala who are currently poised at the fifth position, but all our eyes will be on these girls, the red and gold brigades, where it will be some real testimonials coming on the way. On your screen is Panthoi, the last minute instructions, practice sessions going on with full phase. The intensity, by looking at them, you can identify why they are at the top. They have been a statement. There has been something special throughout the season from them. It's East Bengal with their starting lineup, starting with Panthoi Janu under the goal line with Abena from Ghana. In the defensive duty, she will be assisted by Aslata and Sarita. Shilki Devi, Shushmita, Shathi, and Resti Nazari will be there in the midfield duties. Sulanjana Raul, Fazila Ikaput, the top scorer, and Astam Orao doing their forward things up again. On the other hand, will be another big name, Anthony Andrews, who has subbed down the likes of Somia Gugulot and Karthika as well. But who knows what? The team that has been placed today will not devastate the Gokulam Kerala, will again go back to the Gokulam Kerala side next, and that will be another interesting thing to talk about. The Malabarians, where they are coming from. They are coming from the fifth position of the tables, and they have already got just 10 points from the 8 games, only 2 wins, 4 draws, and 2 losses by their side. And this is the team you want to look out at. You have to watch out because they are the most successful team in the history of Indian Women's League, the 3-time champions, the 2-time runners up, and that showcase why they are the hot favorite, and they can turn down things at any certain point of time. And let's go and look at their starting lineup as well. Under the goal lines, it will be the Shreya Huda, Remy Phoebe, and Tirtha, along with Shubhangi in the left back, will be there in the defensive duties. It will be Sorela, Muskan, and Meneka in the midfield duties, with Roja Emilje and Pia Dutt doing their duties under the forward lineup. The head coach, no other but our former Indian international, Raman Vijayan, for the team walks towards the glory side, towards the line where is going to be an epic encounter between one from the east, one from the south. Let's go and see who gets the last going. Gokulam Kerala got donned with green. East Bengal donned with white. New set of jerseys, new ray of hope. East Bengal on the verge of winning 9 straight games in this year's Indian League, whereas a bit tough, but not you can strike off the names of the Malavarians from the league yet. They are still at the fifth position, and for having a good state to be reminded back, you have to get a victory from there. Ruba Devi, Lalthan Sangi, Reshmi Chetri, and Pooja S will be the match referees, with Ruba Devi having the whistle on her mouth. This has been a testimonial, as we are talking about a landmark night at the Maidan. History is not just about building the stage, it's about who gets to play on it. Tonight, the women of East Bengal and Gokulam Kerala claim the prime time spotlight they have rightfully earned. And why not? A time, the limelight, which has been taken down by the mainstream over years and years in our country's football, or in the mainstream football. are now being cheered by the women as well. And that's really called as the women's empowerment. And as we progress towards the kickoff, we are seeing the pre-match hurdles going on. Some final minutes instructions being surpassed among the 11 players of the team. Here we go with the East Bengal team on the white. On the greens are the Gokulam Kerala or the Malabarians as we talk about. Here goes Panthoi, a big name. What a massive turnaround she has made in the AFC Women's Champions League. And that has been a superb lecture. On the other hand, it's Shreya Huda, another experienced custodian who will be there under the Gokulam Kerala line. So there will be a fight between these two top level goalkeepers for sure. We're just a couple of minutes away from that testimonial moment when the East Bengal ground will see for the first time a match to be played at an 8 kickoff under the floodlights. A big thing for the Indian Women Football League. We're still waiting for the kickoff to happen. We'll have to wait for it. Fazila Ikaput, what a big name she has been. 14 goals scored so far in this season at the top. And the best part is, even in the mainstream football, that is the top level, Indian Super League, it's another East Bengalian at the top, Yusuf Ezari. So both being circumstanced by two big names of East Bengal in the both men's and women's football. Ruba Devi on the other side, still waiting for the kickoff to happen. We still believe that there's few seconds left.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for. Let the countdown begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Ruba Devi says that here we go. The referee blows the whistle, signaling the start of what promises to be an exhilarating match. The players take to the pitch with determination in their eyes. And why not? Because one is at the top, one still trying to be there at the top phase. On one side is the defending champions and current group toppers or league toppers, East Bengal FC. On the white, attacking from left to right of your screen. Whereas on the green, it's the Gokulam Kerala, most successful team in terms of Indian women's football is considered. The 3-time champs of Indian Women's League, the 2-time runners-up as well. And they are the first team to win back-to-back championships as well. Started really well. It's with Torelli trying to make a move from that. From the middle, East Bengal trying to make a move. Looking at options to the right, they goes. Ashton to the right. Still with Fazila Kaput. Take the control, but that kind of pressure from the very beginning on Phoebe will be interesting to see on how she manages Fazila Kaput. And mind you, Fazila is playing against their former club, that's Gokulam Kerala. West Bengal still trying to rebuild an attack, and why not? They have showcased their power throughout this season. And it looks like they have started the second phase of Indian Women's League in this 2025-26 season, just from where they ended the phase number 1 from the middle. So really, looking at options from the middle. Once again, twisting and turning. It's taking some time. Emueji, another big player on whom there will be a lot to be discussed on, has scored only 1 goal so far in this season. A good delivery, but once again, a good defensive duties by Abena, the Ghanaian. To the right, Sarita. This was it for the time being. So really, looking at options in the middle. Gonna take the control on that. Best nursery. Once again, got dispossessed. Look at the best position it was. They have to be more cautious with what they are doing so far. From the middle. Sarita. With her defensive duties. Abena cleared off. A bit of aerial duels currently going on, and that will be a foul for sure. A push from behind. The Sangeeta Bar score on that. And we're talking about how these match will change the perspective of Indian women's football. The Motion girls are stepping out of the afternoon sun and into the electric evening atmosphere. So as the Malabarians. This is the new era of Indian women's football played under the lights exactly where it belongs. That's the Mecca of Indian football. The new lights being installed in this East Bengal ground. That this game is being played.
इनको भी एक दीजिए ना इनको आप जैकेट कुछ है आपके पास मत होना इनको भी दे दो इनको भी
The air looks to be a bit cooler right now, but the humidity is still the same, it looks like. This will be a battle of companionship. Sorel still looking for options in the middle. A missed pass happening over there from the middle. Rusty Nazri to the right. Fazila looking to turn. Once again goes for a shot but blocked. Sangeeta Basfor goes straight to Kobe. Kobe looking at options. Tall and strong. That's the main feature of Kobe. Or rather, most of the foreign players that Gokulam Kerala possessed of are having a great physique. It will be very important to see what happens when they come against the athleticity of East Bengal foreigners. Sangeeta looking at options, goes back. Anthui. It will be interesting to see what happens next. There comes a chance. Fazila Kaput goes behind. 1-8. And the first goal comes in for the red and gold. The Mockers and no one else but that girl once again. Fazila is the captain. Right.
Goal is scorer East Bengal, jersey number 10.
14 till the last match. 15th on the first time.
Jersey number 10.
Look at that. How well they managed.
Goal from jersey number 10 is Bengal Fazila.
Left shooting. What a great start. Single touch at pause. The goal up for East Bengal. The reigning champions, the defending champions, are now looking once again. Just 6 minutes on the clock, and Fazila Kaput, on virtue of the goal, East Bengal are already up by a goal on the initial encounter. To the right, once again, Resty, Nanzi, Resty. The clearance comes in at the perfect time. Kobe was there, facing over there. Final touch was from Resti Nanzvi, who took the ball away
बना दिया
for a
पर,
goal kick.
ठीक है?
Yahuda taking it off. The battle between Anthony Andrews and Raman Vijayan has already started through. Could have been a better touch. We were talking about Anthony Andrews was the coach when Gokulam Kerala did got the last piece of championship. Even though they are down by a goal, we have to keep in remember that they are the team with most success when it comes about Indian women's football. The champs of 3 back-to-back seasons, 1920, 21-22, 22-23. Runners-up of 2 seasons, 23-24 and 24-25 seasons. First team to win back-to-back championship. That's another great thing for any of the teams. Let it be the men's football, let it be the women's. They have won the Kerala Women's League as well 4 times. Runners-up for 1 time. Not only that, they were the first team to represent India in the international level to represent the country. The battle is going on Emuage and Sarita. These two there will be a contest to look at. Panthui just taking some time. Put it out. Maybe a player has got down. We'll have to look at that. Looks like everything looks okay. And Ruba Devi, Anthony Andrews, claiming something, maybe for the potential foul. The coach of East Bengal FC, what a season he had. Wherever he goes, he gets the test of the trophy. Let it be Gokulam Kerala, let it be East Bengal. East Bengal already won Indian Women's League, won state championship. He has got the victory. On the other hand, Raman Vijayan, the man behind Gokulam Kerala's success. Not only him, but also team manager Minna Puvai. Eyes will be on as well. Raman Vijayan, what a big name. The former Indian international. Now trying the level best to put the Malabarians up on top. A good euclitic delivery, which might be guided out. And that was literally good defending from the East Bengal girls. Go straight. Abena trying to rebuild the attack. From the middle. Setting up things. Sangeeta Basford still pressing high. Look at that, Sangeeta once again getting the better of it. Goes back to Abena. Trying their level best. Make the most out of it. Resti Nanzri got an advantage position. On it goes. Gokulam Kerala trying to press it high. The player has gone down on that occasion. And we'll have a look at it once again. That was a straight on the feet. It was jersey number 17, Shati. A player to look out. Devannath, a big custodian over there. Ebuezi trying her level best to go past the East Bengal defense. But you have to keep in mind that East Bengal are the side who have conceded just 2 goals and have already scored 50 goals. A goal difference of plus 20 as it stands because they have already scored one goal in this game so far, gaining 24 points. A win from here will bring 9 wins from 9 games. But this is not an unrecognized thing for Gokulam Kerala as well, because Gokulam Kerala are the side who have also won championships back in 1920. And meanwhile, there's another chance over there, which has been guided out for another throw-in, rather a corner kick. And we are talking about the 100% win record of Gokulam Kerala when they became the champions back in 2019-20 and 2021-22. And the last time it was all about Anthony Andrews, who was the coach of this Gokulam Kerala side, when they got the taste of the championship victory. Post again, hit it out till the race begins. Persists over there. A long ball forward. Chance for Gokulam Kerala. But could not take the control on that. It was Muskan on that option. Could have done a lot better. No one was actually marking her on. Meanwhile, once again, from the middle, Sulanjana Rahul goes back. Ashalata. Abina. Rusty Nanzri. You will not get any free space today, says Torele. Some options looking like Ruin has been taken to the opposite side. Shubhangi, a promising left back. And a raised hands on the way. His elbow did touch Abina's face, it looks like so. And a yellow card has been showcased to MG. The Nigerian is under radar. Has been booked on that. Just look at that. Not at all. Great foul to witness that. So Reggie, the Nigerian, has been tremendous name so far. Once again we are through the middle. Sangeeta Baspor goes back. She will be the one to orchestrate the midfield of East Bengal. She has done the same over the whole season. Ashlata from the middle, still with East Bengal. Resti, Zila from the middle, but could not find her teammate over there. Sulanjana Rahul still pressing high. A massive pressing is currently going on from the white of East Bengal. The Moscow girls are looking so good. They got the victory, a narrow one, against the second in command Tetu FC on the last game. And once again they are showcasing their power against the 5th place Gokulam Kerala. 8 consecutive wins already. PSL champs for 3 times, runners up 3 times, Women's Championship for 2025 and the Women's IFA Shield 1-time champ. That's the portfolio East Bengal brings on the table, and that's not only lucrative but also phenomenal. From the middle, once again, East Bengal trying to make a build-up. Goes back. Begin the build-up from their own fortress. Resti, still with Resti. Could not get it done. Gokulam Kerala did well. to make the fight back on that middle position. Antoi. Sangeeta. Sangeeta and Silky will be the one to look out at in that East Bengal midfield. From the middle, Kobe goes long. Big aerial. Resty Nanzri. Still with Resty. Look at that. The kind of control Resty possesses is phenomenal. Gokulam Kerala once again into the action. Silky. Silky Hemam. Resty Nanzri. It's just keeping the position well in. Abena to the middle. In progress, we have to talk about the comeback story. A story which will be aged at least for the next few years. The highlight of the journey from obscurity to the absolute summit. After the winning his title back in 2001, East Bengal FC women's team got demolished in 2003. Then again, after a long span of 20 long years, they reformed in 2022 when they immediately won the Kanyashri Cup. Kanyashri Cup is nothing but the West Bengal PFL or the Calcutta Football League that we talk about. They immediately won that tournament back in 2020 with their build-up without conceding a single goal in the group stages. And that made them earn the promotion back to the Indian Women's League. That looked like a good ball, but no one followed that. Anthoy on it. Passing the ball back to Abena. From the middle. A long delivery to Fazila. Gonna take the control on that again. So really got blocked. Silky. Starting lineup of this Bengal, we do have to have an eye out on Sulanjana Rao, the homegrown prodigy as we talk about. The teenage sensation has been the local face of their attack for a long time. At just 15 years old age, he scored the solitary winning goal in the 2023 Kanyashri Cup final and has consistently topped the domestic goal chart for the club ever seen. Good looking delivery once again. From the middle to the right, Resty Nanzri. It goes out. Once again, from the middle. Gokulam Kerala trying to make a build-up. They're already a goal down on virtue of that solitary goal going over the heads of Shreya Huda. That epic touch of Fazila Kaput, which finds the 15th goal for her in this season. Fazila, once again. Sulanjana Rao pressing it high. Still with Sulanjana. Goes back, Rusty Nanzri. Final touch was not at its best. Block. Clearance coming at the right time. Goes back to no man's land. And not only about the players that are playing today with East Bengal. For years, the Indian Women's League was completely dominated by Gokulam Kerala and Odisha FC. East Bengal's 2024-25 title victory officially broke that grip, shifting the balance of power in Indian women's football back to Kolkata and cementing them as the ultimate team to beat. And that has been the story so far in this season. None of the team has got the better of them. A long shot right from distance, but not the best of it. Another block being done from the middle of the park. Looking at option. Sulanjana still trying her level best to put a mark on that. A good looking delivery, but Toby has been ready for a long time. Cyril from the middle. Once again, Muskan looking at options to the right, he goes. Remy to Roja. To Gokulam Kerala. Roja Devi is the player to look out at. They have scored only 7 goals so far from the 8 games. Not the best in terms of attacking football. Roja Devi has got 2, Shilji has got 2, Ninika and Emueche have got 1 each. And that has been a problem so far for Gokulam Kerala. There has been a good team, at least on a defensive orientation. They has created number of chances, but not enough to get and find the behind of net. Marshall girls are still trying their level best to get another goal, because a single goal lead is a safe place to belong. Abena looking for it, to the left it goes. Somehow managed to find the player on that. Resti Nansri taking a bit of time. They just want to keep the position of the ball, that looks like so. Costume to Shilki. A good lucrative delivery. Once again, Resti Nansri over there. Resti with the delivery. A pass inside the box, it goes. Shreya Huda. Ball. That was such a great ball. And the attempt was really good from none other by Kanchan Rao. Was haunching there for a goal by her name. Just look at that. Resti Nansri going inside the box. A great cross. A low-key cross. Shreya Huda with her ability. She will not go down against those. And here it comes. Another mistake happening over there in the middle of the park from East Bengal. To the right it comes. Gokulam Kerala. Muskan could not find a way from that. East Bengal survives again. They did manage to find the position of the ball once again. And this has been the story so far throughout the season. Not only attacking wise by scoring 30 goals, but also just 2 goals that they have conceded. That showcases how tight they have defended throughout this tournament. And once Alex Ferguson said about the forwards win your matches, defenders win your titles. And that's what is happening. Sulanjana Rao gets the ball through. To the right it comes. Resti to take the control on that. Yadarshini was present over there. It goes back once again. Abina. There's a close fight going on. Another mistake. Emueche looking at options. He finds Muskan. Another miss pass. It's Resti Nansri. Sulanjana Rao to the middle. Fazilai Kaput passes off to Resti. Ball is once again with Devi. From the middle. Got caught once again. This time by Shushmita. A bit of scrappy football in the Maidans. From the middle. Filthy. Trying to dictate it through. As you were talking about the Gokulam Kerala side, obviously they are the most successful club in the Indian Women's League history, holding the record for the most league titles, the champions of 3 times, runners-up of 2 times, even the back-to-back runners-up finish that they show actually are of elite class. They are even the record breakers. They were the first club to win the Indian Women's League in back-to-back seasons. And eventually they made it a three-pitch. Consecutive for the 3 times they have won it. And that showcases how good their prodigy has been. In 2021, Gokulam Kerala made history by becoming the first Indian club to represent the country in the Women's Club Championship. This is right now known as the AFC Women's Champions League. Once again, got caught from the middle. Gokulam Kerala, Emueje having the control. Looking at options to the left, it comes. Priyadarshini is still trying hard to find a way on that. And that ball finally goes out. For a corner kick, it looks like. It was Sarita on that occasion against Priyadarshini, who's guarding there that right flank of East Bengal. All eyes on that 6-yard box of East Bengal FC for the time being. Gokulam Kerala looking for that all-important equalizer. They have to move forward. They have to push through the defensive unit of East Bengal. A good looping delivery on there, it comes. Resti Nanzri has it. Rather, it goes to Fezila Itaput with the close control, just looking at options. He's dictating the pass. Goes back to Panthoi. And as we're talking about that in 1920 season and 21-22 season, when Gokulam Kerala did manage to got victorious by 100% win record, at that point of time they won 7 games and 11 games respectively in each of the seasons. Torel headed down once again to Kobe. This is a fun fact as well when it comes about the forwards of Gokulam Kerala and East Bengal FC. Last year, there's a chance for Gokulam Kerala. Meanwhile, goes for a shot. Panthoi says no harm done. An easy collection for the goalkeeper. And as we were talking about, it was Achimpong back 2 seasons back when she was the top scorer of Gokulam Kerala, and then last year she was being brought down by East Bengal FC for the AFC Women's Champions League. And then again, they left Achimpong and then they went for Fazila Ukaput, who has scored 24 goals last season for our high-profile transfer to today's rivals, East Bengal. Gokulam Kerala from the middle, Shubhangi to Muskan. Once again finds the middle, Emueji cleared off by Abena. Just a blow on the whistle and looks like it has been directed towards the first water break of first half. And just look at that. What a great goal that has been from Fazila Ikaput. A lucrative delivery. Even there was an Ashton Rao, but Fazila didn't went to her. She went of her own over the goalkeeper's head, and with ease she goes past the goal line. And it brings the 15th goal for Fazila Ikaput on the East Bengal's colour
Take the
in
ball,
this
take the
season's
ball.
Indian Women's League.
Girls, take
Time to resume the game once again, says Ruba Devi. Bengal already up by a goal after the 30-minute mark. Still a lot of time left for Gokulam Kerala to make a comeback, but will be interesting to see what happens next on the next 60 minutes. Emueje, not the best of the control, but this was just well in. Conceded a throw in. Emueje having the control. Goes for a shot, but off target it goes. Pantho is instructing Abena and complaining about something, it looks like so. A good ball towards Fazilai Kaput once again, but could not keep it under control. That will go out for another throw-in. Pure ecstasy on the field. And a number of fans has also come in on this Sunday evening to watch out at the top tier Indian Women's League football. From the middle once again. Looking really good. Inside the box it comes. But a bit too heavy. Zilai Kapur still have it. Will they go for a shot? They are still trying hard. But they're close control. Kilti Devi. To the right it goes. A long ball forward. Finally falls on the feet of Gokulam Kerala defenders. The whites of the Marshall girls are something to look at. Just look at that. Fazilai Kaput could have easily made it a 2-goal cushion, but failed to do so because of that well attempted shot that was from Resti Nanzri. Star winger Soumya Guglot starting on the bench tonight. Coach Anthony Andrews is holding a massive trump card in reserve. We'll have to keep an eye on her coming on against the tired legs of Gokulam Kerala in the second half for sure. And the likes of Naurem Priyanka Devi and Kartika Angamuthu are also massive names ready to be deployed from the bench. From the middle. Toby goes for a clearance. Zila. Sorel. Sorel with the ball. From the middle. Emueje still chasing on. Ebuene will easily go past the forward. Kilti Devi from the middle, trying to create sort of new attack. Sorel with the ball on her feet, the leg, somehow managed to put it out. Abena, Fazila, look at her positional gameplay, the skills and tricks going one after another. Resti Nanzri and Fazilai Kaput allowed. Change the gear. Resti Nanzri over that. Somehow managed to have a touch on that. Resti to the right. Another block. Gokulam Kerala. Roja Devi already got a couple of goals by her name. Will she go for a cross? She does. Here comes a shot as well. Totally off target. No such harm done on that. There should have been a bit more power on that. Could not go behind. On the other hand, if we go and talk about the Malabarians reserve bench, it will be Dalima Chiber on the bench. The Indian football icon is named among the substitutes in today's game. If she steps onto the pitch, her set piece delivery could change the game for sure. We have seen a number of free kick goals from Dalima Chiber. Another young prodigy, Khilji Shaji, is also on the bench, giving coach Raman Vijayan excellent attacking options late in the game. Khilji Shaji is another player with 2 goals by her name in this season's Indian Women's League. For now, the game has got a bit down in terms of the tempo. East Bengal trying their level best to slow down the things. They just don't want to get trapped under the Gokulam Kerala's pressing football. Abena. Ashalata. Headed out from the middle. Gokulam Kerala. It's Roja. To the right it goes. Will she go for a cross? No, says. And now it comes through. Inside the box it goes. Somehow the defender over there present, Sarita, showing her must class to defend the things. There were 2 Gokulam shirts on the way. But Sarita did well to clear it off. But Muskan and Priyadarshini were looking for that final touch. A good looking ball inside the box again. The danger still persists. Headed out. Priyadarshini with the ball from the right flank. Side it goes. But Pantoi comes out of the line. Coach Anthony Andrews has opted for a solid, defensively sound starting 11 for East Bengal, holding back pure pace of Gugulat for latter. On the other hand, it's Raman Vijayan banking on MUH's physicality. Oh, was that a clear one? There was some sort of appeal on MUH. He didn't got possessed illegally, says the match referee, Ruba Devi. Another throw in over there. Will be interesting to see if we get a chance to look at on the replay. Once again, Subhangi goes long. Clearance. The delay kaput. Obi goes to the left. Subhangi. Sorel. Back to Shubham. Obi. Pantoi comes out once again. An easy collection for the goalkeeper. And how many times have we seen the same plan to be deployed again and again by the Gokulam Kerala side? It looks like that they are thinking something and something else is happening again and again. Pantoi taking all her time to go past the time. Just 4 more minutes left on the clock to end the first half's regulation time. Looks like again the player has got injured on that occasion. It was raised knee. Oh, once again it's a chance. It's it straight to Pantoi's hand. At that, how well was that passed in? Have a look at it. Ashalata didn't It's like Abueche will be making on with the kind of pace she's being deliberating on. Back with Abena to the middle it goes. Shelki Devi from the middle. Rescue. With a skill. All shot. Emueje to the right it goes. Roja Devi. Ball shot blocked. Clearance at the right time. Meneka. After a long time, we have seen the better of her. Kaput to the middle. Sulanjana Raul. Good counter-attacking football. Kobe will be ready on that. Two of India's finest going head-to-head in terms of the goalkeepers. Pantho Ichanu of East Bengal and Shreya Huda. Regular names. Rather the Indian national team. And here comes the crossbar. And we're talking about the two goalkeepers, Pantho Ichanu and Shreya Huda. Both are vying for the national team's #1 jersey, making these a spectacular personal duel. And this kind of duels are really great to watch out for any country's top-tier football. Let it be the men's or women's. Abena. Once again, trying to make the most out of it. From the middle. Once again, it goes back. Great duties for this. Westi Nansri. Sulanjana Raul is getting dropped again and again in terms of her position. She's changing her flank, she's changing positions. She's going to the forward line at any time. This is one of the best things of Sulanjana. And young strategy do have a long way to go for sure. Kobe. Into the middle. Once again goes to the right. Roja Devi. The back here once again. Oh, that's some sort of trickery from Aslata. 4 minutes being added by the fourth official of today's game.
There will be a
And in this
minimum
new era of
added
Indian
time
football,
of 4 minutes.
for the women's, it's such a great moment to have a watch. East Bengal and Gokulam Kerala for the very first time in the East Bengal Ground on the floodlights. The game is currently going on. Quite some fans has already been cheering upon the red and golds of the Marshall girls, and why not? Meanwhile, it's another attack. Fazila Kaput from the middle. To the middle. Once again, it could have been a little dangerous. But the final touch coming from the jersey number 23, Remy Thompson. Make them survive this time. Just look at that. How good was that run from Fazila Kaput? Sulanjana Raul making it look so easy. But the final touch of Remy Thompson saves Gokulam Kerala. With the additional time of first half. An encounter, an epic encounter between two of the topmost teams. One high on potential, one high on the league tables. There it comes. Hits it through. Somehow managed to clear it out. Torel looking at options. Goes along. Imumeje shooting it high, but Kanthoi will again take her time. Once again going straight. Savita to Abena. The Ghanaian defender has done a tremendous job today. Fazila could not find a way on that. And still with his Bengal. Good delivery inside the box. Fazila still trying to penetrate through. Pressing really high is Bengal. Even at the end of the first half, they're not letting Gokulam Kerala coming in attack. Looks like a player has gone down. Ruba Devi finally has blown the whistle on that. Looks like Emueje has been going down. And we are talking about Emueje, the big Nigerian. Up against her is another great player, Fazila Ikaput, with 15 goals. Just look at that incident. It does look like that she landed down on her knees. The battle of Uganda versus Nigeria going along. Ruba Devi will again resume the game with Pantho Ischanu. That lone goal of East Bengal is still giving the lead to the Marshall girls. And as the time progressed towards the end of the first half, we are seeing the tempo to go down by another level from the middle. Resty. Once again got caught. Miss pass. Sorrel from the middle. Muskan finds the way to the right to Roja Devi. And that brings to the end of the first half action on the East Bengal ground, where the Marshall girl has taken an early lead by virtue of that lone goal of Fazila Ikaput, who managed to find the only goal and her 15th of the season against the Malabarians of Gokulam Kerala. The Greens has to do a lot
Ladies
more.
and gentlemen, the score
when the
at
second half
halftime
game
is East Bengal 1 and Gokulam Kerala
And today-
FC is 0.
tuned. We'll urge you all to stay tuned with us. We'll have a look at the highlights of the first half actions. Both the teams geared up with some sort of great energy and ethnicity. From the very beginning, there were some sort of actions coming on, and that was the time, the moment of glory, moment of cheer, when Fazila Ikaput held the ball, boosted over the Huda's head, and makes it 1-0. Since then, there has been a number of chances being created by the Greens of Malabaria, that is the Gokulam Kerala. None of them were on target. Meanwhile, on the other side, it has been the Sulanjana Rahul and Fazila Ikaput's relentless shot on target. Shreya Huda did a great job on that. Look at that, Resti Nanzri putting the ball well in for the cross. Guided down so beautifully. There were some great chances being created, but unlike that, that was the one from Roja Devi, which goes straight to Panthoi's hands. This was the shot from Emueje. Emueje already went down by a yellow card by her name. Fazila Ikapul did came close a bit, but still the scoreboard remains unchanged. Panthoi. And that was the chance for Emueje, from where she should have and could have scored a goal. Fazila Ikapul doing a lot of things, but not the final thing correctly. It was Remy Thokchom with the final touch. This was another corner kick which was being cleared out. And with that comes the end of the first half action between East Bengal and Gokulam Kerala. The stroke of first half, it's 1-0 for the hosts. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are up again for the second half actions of the Indian Women's League match number 36. And we are coming live from the East Bengal ground, where for the very first time in the history of the Kolkata Maidans, we are witnessing a women's football match on the prime time under the floodlights. It's a Gokulam Kerala from the left to right of your screen who will be attacking through. On the other, it's the whites of the Marshall Girls of the East Bengal FC, the league toppers from the right to left. Sulanjana from the middle. Again, they have started to pile up the pressure. From the very first minute, Kobe going for it. Cleared out. Roja Devi from the middle. Emueje. Roja. To the extreme right it goes. Here's some serious space. Jersey number 23, Remy Taksham. Remy with that. Still with the ball. Remy looking at options, but then again, somehow the East Bengal players have managed to clear it off. And we're talking about a change that has been made. Priyadarshini, who was attacking through the left flank, has been subbed off, replaced by Shilji. We're talking about Shilji, the young prodigy with great pace. 20, who has already scored 2 goals for the Kerala side, has gone by their coach Ryan. Abena to the left. Sushmita goes back once again. Abena looking at options, goes a bit diagonal. That could have been a bit better. Goes straight to Shreya Huda. Could not find Fazile Kaput on this occasion. From the middle once again, Gokulam Kerala trying to dispossess certain things. To the extreme right. Remy Takchom plays back to Tita. Looking, twisting and turning of Muskan made it look so easy. And finally, Abena doing the rest. Statement and the defensive duties. Abena to the middle. Fazila goes left. Ashalata. Ashalata. Just a couple of minutes being surpassed through the clock in the second half. We have already seen some great attacking prodigy from East Bengal. Gokulam Kerala, if they really want to get at least a point from here on, they have to come up and do some sort of attacking. Resti Nansri. A missed pass in the middle of the pitch. Solere. To the middle it goes. Could not find the player on that. Shushmita taking the position. Sulanjana Raul. Once again to the left. Resti Nansri. Sulanjana. Passing it through. One after another. And finally an obstruction on the way, which makes it look that it goes out for a throw-in. Shilki Devi. Still with Shilki. Goes back. Ashalata. Abena. From the side. It goes straight on the feet of Sorel. And there will be a yellow card. Time for Shilki. So the second yellow card of the match comes on, this time for the whites of the Marshall girls. It goes to the jersey number 19 of Silky Devi. Whereas in terms of the Gokulam Kerala, already Emueje has seen the yellow card. Emueje goes back. Loja from the middle. Not take the control on that. Resti Zila Ikaput falls a bit short. Resti with the ball. Sorrel having the close control, beautifully taken. To the left it goes. And now there's a chance for Shilji. Shilji still with the ball. The final minus was not at its best. Should have been a bit too acute. From the right once again. Shilji Devi passing the ball through to Fazila Ikaput. To find Shilji once again to the middle. Not the best of the touches. East Bengal Ground has gone through a tremendous renovation for the past couple of years. And on this season, after a stalled or halt, we are again seeing the top tier football being back on the club's own home ground. Plays back. Made it look easy. From the middle. Sushmita one being dispossessed. Kobe doing well. Sorrel looking at options. This is to go through the middle to find Emeja. But Emeja is not present over there. They are trying to dictate through their own fortress, East Bengal. We are yet to see any positive chances being created by the whites. The ball went out for a throw-in. From the middle, once again, Gokulam Kerala looking at options. It persists through the defensive unit of East Bengal, but once again, they fails to do so. Tulanjana Rahul at her best. Pretty straight one to Panthoi. From the middle, Sorrel finds Emueje. Muskan, the ball. Muskan goes long. What a shot! Made sure that the goal doesn't come on for Gokulam Kerala. Look at that. Great shot from distance. Around 15 meters away he was. Panthoi made sure
out number bata.
the custodians remains 8. Still a clean sheet. Only on 2 matches he have received the clean sheet. It's already from 8 games. He will surely look upon to have another one added to her tally.
Be ready. 7 in, 50 now. That's not done now.
There it comes, another chance. Roja going pretty to Panthoi. As the game progresses, there will be some certain changes being made for sure. It's a chasing game for Gokulam Kerala as they're down by a goal. They're sitting mid-table. That's also another thing to worry of. Just can't afford to sit back. Coach Raman Vijayan has to push his midfield higher to support their Nigerian captain Emueje, who has been too isolated against Ashalata Devi and the East Bengal backline. There has to be something more from her.
Next match.
Now we have seen only one shot on target from Emueje on the whole game. That has been a difference so far. Whereas if you consider the number of pitches that Fazile Ikut has taken on the opponent box, been tremendous. And this kind of things will surely turn around a loss in the scoreboard. They need to look at the bench as well. It's time for Raman Vijayan to pull his tactical levers. We are expecting to see the legendary Galimachi Bear. Right now, seeing something. It's Soumya Gugulot who's coming on to take and make a place for herself against.
7 in 15 out.
Substitution
Soumya
for East Bengal
Gugulot, another
FC.
big
Player
name.
number 15 is replaced
Pure
by
pace.
player number 7.
This is the card that we were talking about in the first half itself. Just look at that, another shot being taken. But off target it goes. No harm done for Shreya Huda and her team. This is the most dangerous storyline for the second half. The star winger Soumya Gugulot was fresh on the bench and has been brought down at the right time by Anthony Andrews. Just look at that, Muskan, false shot. No foul given. Something to worry on. Complaints being raised. Menika goes back once again. From the middle, Emueje could not do anything.
Physio.
Held at the wrong position. Fazile Ikut looks to be under a bit discomfort. And that was the moment. It looks like there was not at all any touch on that for Muskan. But yet, he chose to go down. And as we are talking about Soumya Gugulot, already goals for her name. And as Gokulam pushes players forward and leaves space in behind, bringing on Gugulot's explosive pace on a view-covered pitch, is the ultimate knockout punch waiting to happen. And that will happen for sure. Coach Anthony, and what a mastermind he is in terms of women's football. He's unparalleled with anyone else. A lot of fans being there on the ground to cheer for the Marshall girls, the Tigers as we'll say. Red and gold fanatics has been going apart. Ruba Devi on the other hand has done a phenomenal job so far in terms of the decisions that she has given so far.
Don't drop! Up!
And Gokulam Kerala, they have just about 35 minutes left to salvage their night. They have to break down an East Bengal defense that simply refuses to concede under these Anthony Andrews. It's the ultimate test of the Malabar Golf. Just 2 goals conceded so far in these Indian Women's team. And they have to be a testimonial to get at least 1 goal from this. It is back to Shreya Huda once again. Raman Vijayan has also brought in the best of Shilji, another young prodigy, but we haven't yet seen much from her. That's another thing That's on Raman Vijayan. Malabarians on the attack. Pretty weak delivery on quick chance with ease, controlling the ball.
Already in, coach.
Easy,
Coach,
coach.
already
The
in.
game is
Arey,
going on
already
other
in,
Caught
side.
on by MUAJ,
So what is
Arey,
it?
pressing little by little.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Yeah, you will go out. Don't talk much.
30 more minutes left on the clock.
If you talk again,
And
I
at the
call my referee. I'm telling you.
mark, it's 1-0 for the East Bengal FC.
We know the rules.
Hey,
The
coach,
hosts
coach.
are looking
Coach.
really good when it comes
Cool.
to the attacking football
Cool,
mindset,
cool.
and not by the means of defensive unit. Have done a tremendous job. They have hardly given way to the Malabarians since the goal that they have scored. It's not like that they have not tried their level best. Gokulam Kerala still trying high. On it comes. Resti Nansri. And the final touch did come from the East Bengal team. It's a perfect scenario for Anthony Andrews. A 1-0 lead is exactly where head coach he wanted to be. They can just sit and relax for the timing, but you have to keep in mind that 1-0 is a pretty slender lead. At any point of time, we might see the table to turn around. Both the teams playing their 9th game on this Indian Women's League. Already 8 wins for East Bengal, just 2 from Kerala. They have 4 games in total, Gokulam, and 4 matches they have drawn. And here comes a chance. Fazila Kaput with the ball. It's a 1-1. Goes for it. Oh, what a close that was. If it was not the fingertips of Shreya Huda, it would have made 2-0 for sure. What a player she is, Fazila. Look at that. Shreya Huda was up and ahead of her line. It went really well. But Shreya Huda managed to have the kicks on that. Which team for the time. Fazil with the ball. There's no offside being called. Still, she managed to put it on target. Huda did the rest. What a great save. Just have a look at that. Yes, she was on a bit acute angle, but could have easily placed it through the legs of the goalkeeper. Putting it straight to the goalkeeper's legs. Was not something she was thinking of. Ashlata Devi will be up there to take that corner kick. Goes along. Hitting straight to Shreya Huda. Heading it out. In the middle of the park, Sulanjana Rahul still trying hard to find a way to make a move and make that second goal. Shreya Huda goes along. What a great save that was from Shreya. On the first goal that they conceded, she could not have done much than what she did. Fazila Kaput make a clever attempt on that, and she got the success on that as well. No goalkeeper at around the international level as well done something else than what Shreya did on that. But what she did on the recent attempt that Fazila Kaput did made looked so good. creating an acute angle, just coming out of her lines and making a save. That's what makes you a top tier goalkeeper. Sulanjana around. It goes to Resti Nanzri. Resti with the ball goes inside, and here it comes. The goal will look out. Fazila is the one who has got victorious once again. A 2-goal push for the East Bengal FC. And the Marshall girls can have some sigh of relief now. Fans are enchanting. The fans are in joy, and why not?
Goal for East Bengal scored by player
Oh,
number 10,
just look at that.
Fazila.
It's all about inside the box she goes. 16th goal of the season comes in for the Ugandan international. And what a way to make it on the roller coaster. There's a different aura when we talk about Fazila Kaput, and why not? She has done this over the edges, over the seasons. Last year with Gokulam Kerala, this season with East Bengal. Meanwhile, Soumya Gugulat with the ball goes for a shot. But hitting it pretty straight to Shreya Huda. Will not do something different. An easy collection for Shreya this time. Shubhangi meanwhile, once again coming out of a comfort zone from that left back position to the middle of the park. To the left it goes. Goes back, Gokulam Kerala. They have already conceded twice. Another lucrative delivery. Rasti Nanzri with the delivery on her fits. Would have done a little better on that, Fazila. She's on hat-trick, that's another thing you have to keep on mind. And all her eyes will be on the hat-trick, why not? 2 goals already being scored with sheer intelligence. Roja. False shot, Sulanjana to the middle. Here comes Shilki. Phoebe did well to manage that ball. Sorrel through the middle. To the left it goes. But no, says the defender. A well alerted Sarita was waiting here for the new lady Shilji. The ball goes out for another throw-in. This time for the Gokulam Kerala. Just 22 more minutes left on the regulation time. We have already seen quite some things happening again and again in this game. Can we expect something called a comeback in this game from the Gokulam Kerala? For that, they have to react quickly, and as soon as possible they have to do that. Seems to be an hamstring injury for Sorrel. Looks like she's under some serious discomfort. Gokulam Kerala's main spine or the midfield is totally dependent on these player. The Cameroonian midfielder Sorrel. On the other hand, it's Gokulam Kerala. It's Meneka with the corner kick. The first corner kick of the game for Gokulam. Goes along, Meneka. Inside the box it goes. Still the chance, and there comes the goal. Goal we were talking about. It's 2-1. It seems like the goal has been scored by Shubhangi, the left back of whom we were talking about a few minutes back.
Okay, come on, let's go. Saki, Rashki, move, let's
On the
go.
ball. Look at that. The ball got spilled off from Panthoy Chanu's hands and falls straight on the feet of Shubhangi. She was there for that. And they got it done. And as soon as they have scored, they will make a couple of changes.
Goal for Gokulam Kerala
Changes
FC,
coming on.
scored by player number
This is number 14 and
16.
3. Coming on the way. For Gokulam Kerala. On one side is the defender Laishram Regia Devi. Once again now, Gokulam Kerala looking really dangerous. They will be trying to pile up the pressure. They won't want to spill a point from here. They do need a single point as well. They're still standing at that 5th position. And mind you, there will be 2 teams to get relegated in the Indian Women's League 2. To avoid that, each point counts from here on.
Substitution for Gokulam Kerala FC.
Alina
player
and Regia
number
Devi are the 2 players who has come.
6 is replaced by
So Sorel, the
14.
Cameroonian midfielder, and Roja Devi
Fuzzy, help her.
and 8 is replaced by
in the
3.
middle once again. Shubhangi. Already a goal has been scored by her name.
Aslam, behind you.
A bit too over ambitious. That ball goes out for another throw-in. East Bengal will take their time. 18 minutes left on the clock. Just the 3rd goal that they have spilled on. They could not keep the clean sheet for Panthoy. Rather, it was Panthoy's mistake, to be honest. She could have been a little better on that. By Sulanjana. Gokulam Kerala looking now really good. And the next 18 minutes of the regulation time will be a testimonial for both the defense. On one hand, it will be East Bengal to pile up another pressure again and to get going with a 2-goal lead, which they have lost just now. On the other hand, Gokulam Kerala will be looking towards another goal to have that leveled up thing. And there's a confirmation of Laishram Raija Devi, who has come in place of Sorel. Another change has been made. Roja Devi has moved out to be replaced by Alina. Will East Bengal also make few changes? That will be a thing. It's really humid temperature over there, though the temperature level has gone a bit down, but still the Kolkata weather is really chaotic for any sort of football player. Sulanjana Raul raising his hands in terms of some appeals, and there will be an water break coming on the way, and both the teams do need that. Some final minute instructions to be did will be shared by the 2 team coaches. One will be relying on how to save down the lead, one relying on how to make up that lead. And on your screen are the 2 big centre forwards. On one, it's Fazile Kaput, who has already scored twice in this game, and in truly 16 goals by her name in the Indian Women's League. Whereas for Emumeje, only 1 goal for her in this entire season. But she needs to stood upon. She is the captain of the side. Andrews giving some last minute hopes. Raman Vijay also giving the same.
Bibi. शुभांगी ब्लॉक प्रेस करेगा
The throw-in to resume the game for East Bengal. The final 15 minutes of act. Throw-in in favor of Gokulam Kerala. Rather, it goes in favor of East Bengal. Rusty Nansri could not take the control on that. Still attacking solidity. Ostamorao to the left. To Lanjana. Cleared out by Emueje. It falls at the wrong place. Shot! Distance it did come, but Vilay Kaput could not find on target. It was Rusty Nansri. Could have done a lot better from where she got that ball. Could have went on for few more fits. Kirtha on action from the right. It's Meneka. Rusty Nansri goes back with Remy Thokcham. Still looking at options. From the left it comes Shubhangi. Shubhangi looking at options to the left. She goes. A looping delivery inside the box. Cleared off really well. Fazila Kaput with the ball. Soumya Gogoloth trying her level best to create the counter attack, but falls short. A yellow card on this attempt being showcased to the very own jersey number 13, Elena, who has just come on the pitch instead of the Roja Devi. Just look at that. How well did she manage to put that first touch? It was so good that Elena was having no options left behind other than tackling down Soumya Gogoloth. Already 3 goals being scored so far. Will we see something more from it? That's the question going around all the spectators that has
Come back, coach.
kept their eyes on the YouTube channel of Indian football. From the middle, once again. Looking at some sort of options. Ostom to the left. Sarita could not keep it under control. That will eventually give out a throw-in for Gokulam Kerala. There's confirmation of Alina getting that yellow card, the 3rd yellow card of the match. 2 has gone on their way, 1 has gone for East Bengal. From the middle. East Bengal trying to make that move. Fazila Ikaput. Rusty Nansri having the close control. Taking the possession. Kulanjana Raul could not take that turn.
Easy, both of you.
Shilki Devi. Still with Shilki. It looks like there will be a yellow card. And there will be a red card. But throwing her arm around, it looks like so. Rupa Devi has given decision to look out. And as I am getting the information on, looks like this is the first red card on the entire Indian Women's League. It did look like deliberate one, but when it comes about giving a red card to a player, There could have been a little chance for Shilki. And when a team is up by a single goal, it really matters a lot. Ruba Devi giving the instructions to Ikaput.
Okay. ठीक है पूजा
Shilki Hemam needs to depart. Has done a phenomenal job today in the midfield zone for East Bengal. Has played a crucial role in the minute that she has played for. From the midfield once again. Going back to Phoebe. Looks really unorthodox. And that has hit straight to the head. There was a head collision between two of the players from either sides. It's Shalata. And on the other hand, it was Shilji. The new substitute was brought in the second half. Immediate medical attention has been brought on the pitch. We'll have a look around the two players who are brought on the ground. And if we talk about both the teams, we have to talk about the attacking mindset of East Bengal and the midfield of Gokulam Kerala. Till the time Sorel has played for Gokulam Kerala, they did look like really good, really awesome. On the other hand, it was all about Resti Nanzri, Sulanjana Raul and the trio, which has been completed by Fazila Kaput. Kaput already getting a brace on her hands. And she's on a hat-trick. On the other hand, that lone goal of Gokulam Kerala did come from the corner kick, where from a laid-on delivery, Shubhangi did got that lone goal for her team. That's a confirmation of Shilki Devi getting that red card. And now Panthui and her teammates will be trying hard. To surpass the remaining time. Gokulam Kerala goes to the right. To the right once again. Beautifully dispossessed. Just look at that. Panthui Chanu. She has done a lot of job. Not a lot in terms of saves, but a lot to bring the ball from the backyard. Because hardly we have seen any shot to be on target. The one that came has scored a goal. And on that, Panthui did made a mistake to spill it off. On the other hand, it was Shreya Huda who has conceded 2 goals, but has also saved a couple of great saves. One coming from Fazile Kaput, as we remember. From the middle. Once again. After the departure of Shilki Devi due to that red card incident, it will be interesting to see on how he will manage the midfield. You need to hold the game on that middle part. Shilji doing certain things with Panthui, but Panthui using her experience on that. That ball will eventually go out for another throw-in. West Bengal will now fully try to settle down things with the lead that they have. East Bengal FC are on the verge of their 9th win, and that will bring 27 points from 9 games. Straight 9 wins. 100% record so far for them. And just look at that. Sulanjana Rahul could have been a little more dangerous if it would not have been that obstacle being brought on by Tirtha. Sulanjana did really well on that. Fazile Kaput finds a way. Soumya Guglot making the most of it. She's still trying hard to find a way from that. Soumya still with Soumya. That will eventually go out for a corner kick. East Bengal FC has been awarded a number of corner kicks in today's game as compared to Gokulam Kerala. And once we are talking about how well Gokulam Kerala has been throughout the years, but still they are lacking behind in front of this new East Bengal team who are playing tremendously since the last season. Especially Nansri. And on that it was Abena. Look at that, there's a chance from there. Shilji inside the box, it comes. Great defending on that. Beautifully defended by the jersey number 6, Sarita. Even Ashto Marao has moved down. Meneka will be there going on to take that second corner kick of the game for Gokulam Kerala. Just 3.5 more minutes left on the clock. Another corner. Will they make a move? This time she had some other plans and the ball went out of the line before it could have reached the 6-yard box. A wasted opportunity for Meneka. Panthoi looks for it, goes to the right. Ashtom Arao chooses to find Sulanjana from the middle. Soumya Guglot finds Ikaput. Chance prevails. Soumya Guglot goes for a shot. Put just finds herself behind. And Gokulam Kerala will not take much time to rebuild the attack. Already 2 goals being scored by Ikaput. She is looking ferocious on her attempts that she has made so far on third one. Anthony Andrews again giving some sort of instructions. Ashtomurao on the other hand, another big name, Rusty Nansri. On that it comes. Goes for a long one. Emueje looking for that delivery. Played really well. Abena taking the close control of that ball. Kaput dropping herself. Beautiful ball being laid on to the right, but Shubhangi was present over there, doing her duties really well. Even scored a goal. The only goal for Gokulam Kerala that has the left back. East Bengal still in some forward action. Ashtom looking at something more. Sulanjana from the middle. Resti finds Sulanjana. Ashtom, what great build-up that was. Ashtom could not fetch it down for the last time. Kobe finding her player in the middle of the park once again. East Bengal players has gathered it down. Dilay Kaput goes for a shot. And from quite some distance she tried it on. And finally it goes out for another goal kick. Yeah, Huda, how many times she has to go behind and collect the ball. There has been ample number of chances from East Bengal, but they have managed to put only 2. and both them has come from Fazila Ikaput. To the right it comes. Eventually another goal kick. We're about to go and reach the end of the regulation times and 6 minutes of additional time being added on. So 6 more minutes left on the clock. A survival time for East Bengal. They have to survive
There
for the
will be a
next
minimum
360
of
seconds.
6 minutes of
Here
added
it comes,
time.
a chance. Panthoi needs to come out. He did and collect the ball. And as we move around, East Bengal FC will be getting their 9th win, the 9th consecutive wins. In the middle, they even went out to win the SAF, the inaugural SAF Women's Championship in the 2025 season back in November month. And there comes Fazila Ikaput. Fazila will go for a shot. It does. But that was so close. So close to her hat trick. But still managed to miss it out once again in front of a determined Shreya Huda. Look at that. How well did she manage to go past Phoebe? And then when she took that shot, it hits straight on Shreya Huda's hands. Here comes the chance being laid on. Tirtha being built upon. And there comes a foul once again. A yellow card for Resti Nanzri. Has been booked upon once again. Another Ugandan international. There are 2 Ugandan international playing for East Bengal. Resti Nanzri and her teammate, her national teammate, Fazila Ikaput. On the other hand, it's the Ghanai and Abena in the defensive unit. Whereas for Gokulam Kerala, it's all about the Cameroonian Torel in the middle of the park who has been capped off. Will be the Kenyan and another African from Nigeria. It's Emueje, the captain of the side. Resti Nanzri with another throw-in. 3.5 more minutes left on the clock. Approx 207 left for Gokulam Kerala to make a comeback on this game. East Bengal are doing their level best to surpass the time, and why not? They have 10 women on the pitch. Silky Devi has to depart the pitch. Just look at that once again. Resti Nanzri from the middle. Ramya Gokulat was taking the front. Did not find it so.
Broadcast to match commissioner.
Sarita.
16 out, 12 win.
It could be another substitution taking place for East Bengal.
12 win.
From the middle. Just looking at options. Sulanjana. Fazila Kaput or Abena. Abena gives it through to Fazila. Fazila taking her place. Soumya Gogolot goes across. Still Soumya Gogolot, but could not find the back of the net. Not on target as well. Another change being made. It's jersey number 12 coming in. Probably for East Bengal. It's Karthika for the Ugandan international. Resti Nanzri.
Yes, don't do that, number 16. You are already in yellow. Come first.
Another big name.
Wait, okay?
Hardly any time is left on the clock.
Substitution
More of
for
a
East
tactical
Bengal
change
FC.
for
Player
East
number
Bengal.
16 is
Till the
replaced
time
by
that
player
left
number
on the clock.
12.
Kobe goes long,
Second ball.
goes
Karthi,
across,
second ball. Chudu aa jao. Come on, Karthi.
goes inside.
Close.
Once again, there's a chance.
Time, Pankaj.
Pantho Ichanu, she was well aware
Okay, I will
of
take
where
care.
it was coming.
But go back. I will take care. I will take care. Go back.
Did
You
really
have
well.
to come and tell me.
सर थर्ड फोर्थ टाइम हो गया
अरे चल ना उससे क्या हुआ उससे मैच हार गई
To the right it goes.
फालतू फालतू चीज में तुम लोग
Once again, Sarita looking at options. Soumya Gokulam. Can she get it done? Soumya with the ball. Shubhangi somehow manages to put it out. Gokulam Kerala needs to roll their final dice. Meanwhile, it's East Bengal who are making it through to look for their third. Another miss pass happening in that defensive third.
Coach, please come back. Yes,
Goes
fine.
across. Shubhangi could not find her teammate once again. Meneka managed to put it out to the right. From the middle. Chance recreated. Shot on target. But just over it goes. And this could be the end moment. We have to look at the referee's final whistle. Just look at that. What a great shot that was from Remy Thokcham. The right back has been in a tremendous form. And even in the last minute, she is attacking at its best. And that brings out the 9th win for the Red Bulls. The Marshall girls have done it once again.
Calm down, sir. Come on.
9 consecutive wins. Statement which has set a certain barrier between the first and the second. 27 points from the 9 games, 9 back-to-back wins, with 31 goals being scored, 3 goals conceded just. Hefty goal difference of 28. That's something sensational with point of view. And that brings out to the full time between East Bengal and Gokulam Kerala, where East Bengal has defeated down the Malabarians by 2 goals to 1. And both the goals has been scored by that Ugandan international. It's Fazila Ikaput.
Ladies and
For
gentlemen,
Gokulam
the
Kerala,
final score
the long goal did
is
came on
East
the
Bengal
second half
FC
by
2
Bhangi
and
Krishna.
Gokulam Kerala FC stands for 1.
They law yaar don't give any space to the anybody.
That has been such a tremendous game. We'll be catching up next the highlights of this match. Just around what a frame it has been, as we are talking about the first inaugural ground between the Malabarians and the Red and Golds of East Bengal. The Marshall girls did really well, and what a start it was. Fazila Ikaput just had the stroke of managed to pass it through over the heads of Shahuda and made it look so easy. And since then, there has been number of attacks being made by both the ends, but hardly anything did came. There was something more sensational being coming on. Just look at that, Sulanjana Raul doing certain things in certain time, and that was a chance from Resti Nanzri, putting it apart but going straight on the hands of Shreya Huda. Sulanjana Raul's attempt being disclosed. There has been more and more and more. What a match it has been. Action-packed thriller again and again. There has been red cards, there has been goals apart, there has been a brace, there has been misses, there has been saves. Emueje going around, twisting and turning, going for that shot but could not make the most of it. Fazila Ikaput, she also tried her level best to find her third but could not make it through. On the entire first half, it was only the lone goal of Fazile Kaput that did came. That was a chance from Emueje, going pretty straight to Panthoi's hands. Could have gone a little here and there. That was an important touch from Remy Tokchom. Another brilliant save from Phoebe. And with that, the first half came to an end. With the second half, to presume, from the very beginning, we have seen something really cautious happening. And that was a shot from distance. But Panthoi, he was well aware of what is just coming on. From both the ends, we have seen that kind of shot. But then again, a shot from distance from this time by Soumya Gugloth. Then Fazila was having that ball. Shea Huda making a great save, which took a fingertip of her. And then again, another great save from Shea Huda, coming out of a line to save her team on that occasion. Resti Nansri setting up the things to get the second goal. Fazile Kapur didn't make any mistake and gets her 16th goal of the season, finding the back of the net with ease. What a great prodigy she is. And since then, there has been something turmoil. Gokulam Kerala started to bring upon their attacks, and Shubhamji Mishra got the lone goal for Gokulam Kerala. Since then, there has been chances, but nothing could have showdown the show of Shilki Devi going and departing the way for the Reds. Fazile Kapur did made a number of chances. This was another one going pretty straight to Shea Huda's hands. Resti Nansri also got very close to that. Another yellow card this was for Resti Nansri. From distance she did tried. And that was another great shot at the end of the second half. And with that comes the end to the second half action.
Final score is
And at the full time, it's East Bengal 2, Gokulam Kerala 1. On the next game that's coming on next, it's on 6th May. It will be Sesa Football Academy who will be representing against the Sribhumi Sporting Club or Sribhumi FC, which will come live on the same Indian Football YouTube channel starting from 4 p.m. kickoff at the East Bengal Ground.